Imagine a place where kings ruled, armies trained, and a great cathedral once stood, all on top of a windy hill. Welcome to Old Sarum, one of the most fascinating historical sites in Wiltshire, located in southwest England. This mysterious and ancient place holds over 5,000 years of history, and even today it continues to amaze people from around the world. Old Sarum is a large, earthwork hilltop site that contains the remains of a once powerful castle, a Norman cathedral, and a thriving town that existed centuries ago. It sits just a few miles north of the modern city of Salisbury. This place has been many important moments in British history, from the times of the Iron Age through the Roman period, and especially during the Norman and medieval periods. The history of Old Sarum goes back to around 3000 BC. That's more than 5,000 years ago. Back then, people built huge circular earth walls called Hillforts for protections. This Hillfort at Old Sarum was one of them, and it later became a very strategic spot for invaders and rulers. Over the years, Romans took control of Old Sarum and built their roads through it. Then came the Saxons, who used it as a strong defensive point. But Old Sarum truly rose to fame after William the Conqueror, the first Norman king of England, visited the site in the 1070. He ordered the construction of a mighty royal castle on top of the hill. Using stone and wood, it was a safe place to rule from because you could see enemies approaching from the far away. The castle even had a royal palace, a chapel, and strong stone walls. One of the most amazing parts of Old Sarum was its cathedral. Built in the late 11th century, this cathedral was used for over 150 years. It was the center of religious life in the region. However, due to constant strong winds, lack of water, and arguments between church and government leaders, the bishop decided to move the cathedral downhill. This led to the creation of a brand new city, Salisbury, and a new and much larger Salisbury cathedral was built there in the 13th century. Once this happened, Old Sarum slowly became desert. After the cathedral and many people moved to Salisbury, Old Sarum began to fade away. By the 14th century, few people lived there, even though the town became empty. It continued to send two members to parliament for hundreds of years, even though nobody lived there anymore. This made Old Sarum one of the most famous rotten boroughs in British history, which means it had political power but no actual population. Today, when you visit Old Sarum, you can still walk through the giant earth walls, explore the remains of the stone castle, and see where the old cathedral once stood. The site offers breathtaking views of the surrounding countryside and modern Salisbury. It's now managed by English Heritage, and it is now open to visitors who want to discover England's deep and powerful past. Old Sarum is not just a pile of old stone, it's a living storybook that tells the tale of England's early history. Whether you love castles, cathedrals, or just want to stand where ancient kings once ruled, this site is full of wonder and mystery. Kids and adults enjoy the place, imagining how life must have been up on that windy hill centuries ago. From ancient tribes to mighty kings, and from a grand cathedral to a ghost town with political power, Old Sarum is a place where time has stood still, yet its stories continue to echo through the ages. If you ever find yourself in the southwest England, don't miss the chance to walk through the history of Old Sarum. If you like this video, please comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.